Hello everybody, I'm Jedi Jack Penguin, and welcome to another LEGO Legends of Chima review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 70004, Wakz Pack Tracker. This set includes 297 pieces and originally retailed for $29.99 back in January of 2013. Now this is part of the very first wave of Legends of Chima, which is a theme that is widely forgotten within the LEGO community. I never really got into this. I bought a bunch of sets when the first wave came out, but then never really touched them again. But getting right into this and looking at the box art, you get your logo from the top. You also get one of the wolf characters at the top because I guess they had to change the box art for all of those. Get the regular stuff off the side, minifigures showcased at the bottom, and main picture of the set front and center. From the very back of the box, you get some of the play features and other angles of this vehicle. And then from the very top of the box, you get all of your minifigures yet again, actual size of one of the wolf characters. Size feature your regular stuff, leading all the way to the very bottom with your LEGO trademarks and barcode for this set. So yeah, that's all for the box, so let's take a look at the instructions. Looking at the instructions, we pretty much mimic the front of the box. Very back features the win kid for the time period. You can flip right open to some advertisements for LEGO Club, as well as Legoland Discovery Center, where they had that 4D Chima thing that nobody really cares about. Quick advertisement for the Chima website, as well as for the speeders, which was their gimmicky stuff that they did for LEGO Chima. I do own a few of those, don't think I'll be reviewing them anytime soon. And then a look at all of the sets from the very first wave, which I do own this one. This one I might be able to review sometime soon, look forward to that. And I own this one at the very top. The rest of them I did not get. Maybe I got this one, I don't remember. You know, I don't think I'm going to be reviewing any more of these. I just reviewed this so then I can get rid of it from my collection. Now wrapping this up, we get the piece count for one page, leading to another additional page, and then the final overall model for this set. So yeah, that's all for the instructions, so let's take a look at our minifigure selection. For our very first minifigure, we have Equila, which is this eagle type character, which is not exclusive to the set, also coming within two other ones, not counting this one. Now we get one accessory being this mace, which also had this newly introduced piece for Legends of Chima at the time period. You get studs on both sides to put those tile pieces on top. But other than that, we get some pretty cool leg printing right there, leading all the way from the bottom of the feet up to the belt piece, up to the main torso. I will remove the under the neck accessory in a minute. White arms, yellow hands, which I thought was very odd, but fine for what it is. And then we get this under the neck accessory, which has one stud from the front for one of those chi things, and then from the very back, two studs to hold those clip pieces where we get the wings for the eagle character. Now underneath the head piece, or whatever you want to really call that, we get the actual head for this character, which I just find it weird how they made these characters. You know, would have been cool if they actually made new molds, but you know, it's fine for what it is there. You can take a look at the printing for that face, and you can also turn that right around to see an alternate facial expression, which I don't really see like the reason as to why we need alternate facial expressions if we're actually putting a mask over these. And then you can also take a look at the printing on that, which is slightly different compared to other eagles that you get within the Chima theme. Now quickly removing that under the neck accessory, here's just a quick look at those abs on the eagle. For some reason it has to have abs, and I'm just kind of weirded out by that. But either way, that's pretty much really all that I have to say for this character. For our next minifigure included, we have Windor, who is not exclusive, also coming within 3 other sets, not counting this one. Just like the other minifigures included, we get some pretty cool leg printing leading all the way from the bottom of the feet up to the belt piece, up to the main torso. We get some like red sort of pants going on for this character. We get a full light gray, dark gray look. You can take a look at the printing from the front. And the printing from the back, no under the neck accessory, we just get that printed on technically with that little chi orb in the middle. One accessory for this minifigure being that castle sword inside that more silvery color. We also get a facial expression underneath this wolf face, which you can also take a look at that. Kind of weird facial expressions, but still very interesting to get during the time period. And there's a look at the alternate facial expression from the very back. And then you can put on the wolf mask or headpiece or whatever you want to call it, which I do really like the attention to detail right there. You can just take a look at the stubble going on right there, and also like these claw marks, which I really like that. That's also pretty cool just to note for this particular character. So yeah, that's all for Windor. And then finally for our last minifigure, we have Wakz, which this version is not exclusive, also coming within one other set. Now he does come with one accessory being this lightsaber type thing, which that's really what I called it back in the day. It's sort of like a lightsaber with a red blade, and then we also had ones with blue blades for the lion, so I just kind of find it weird what they were doing here, but we do get another piece that was an exclusive mold for the time period. Along with that, we get some pretty nice leg printing leading all the way from the bottom of the feet up to the main torso right there with that dark red. We also get a little bit more dark gray compared to the light gray that we saw from the last wolf character, and we get the under the neck accessory with the stud from the front, 2 studs from the back which aren't used because this is a wolf, not a eagle or any of that kind of thing, and then we get the printing for the facial expression. If you take off the mask, you can take a look at that. From the very front, looks like a very old wolf character, which I just really like that facial expression, as well as the one that looks like he's screaming or something like that. So very cool facial expressions, but weird at the same time. And then we get the printing on the little mask, which you can take a look at that. Really love the detailing on these, but you know, really just not my thing overall. Also, while I'm at it, here's a quick look at the torso printing if you are interested in that. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Wakz. Now looking at the final overall model for Wakz Pack Tracker, I think that this sort of reminds me of that one skull vehicle that we saw in the very beginning of LEGO Ninjago. That's just really the vibe that I'm getting when looking at this thing. It is somewhat interesting considering that it is supposed to be like a wolf head as a vehicle. You get these bigger wheels, which I don't know if those are exclusive or not. You know, they probably came in other sets, but I really love the look of the wheels right here. You can take a look at those, where we also get these holes where you can place in these spikes, and we also get them covered up using these dish pieces. You can take a look from the other side where we get the same sort of situation, a lot of Technic building to make this nice and stable. I also really like the little fire coming out of these engines. From the very front, it is supposed to look like a wolf head, like I said. We get these hinge pieces right here for the eyebrows, which I think is also really interesting. You can adjust those to make the eyebrows look a little different if you want to make them look happy or sad or whatever, which I think is another really cool play feature. We get the mouth from the very front, where we also get these clip piece connections for more spikes for these teeth. You can open and close the mouth as you see fit. That is another Technic connection, but really isn't a play feature meant to be played with. From the very back of the vehicle, we do get this little podium where we have one of those chi pieces, which was another new mold at the time period. We also get on one of these construction ball joints this cannon, which I think is really nice that they put it on that, so you can actually put this in a 360 direction if you really want to. We also get from the very side this flag, which is also printed with that symbol for the wolf characters on both sides. I really love that. And then of course we get the main cannon aspect right here, where you can actually push down on this and it'll shoot it off into the distance, never to be found again. We only get one of those, so if you lose it, you'll lose it. Finally, from the very back, we get another area where you can actually place your characters. If I didn't mention it before, we get this as the cockpit, which also has a steering device. But from the very back, you can also sit and place more characters just to pretend to arm this giant cannon that we get. And we also get these other little sidebar areas, which are also connected using the different type of clip piece, just as some rails to make sure your characters stay in. And then finally, from the very back, this is probably one of the more cooler play features in my opinion, is the fact that we get this little turnable device, which also has this chain from the other end, which also has these little spikes coming out using that clip piece connection, which I don't know if this is supposed to be used as a weapon or to try and capture the eagle character that's included. That's really my only confusion. Might even work with another one of the sets in the wave, but I do like it as just something, you know, different and weird as a cool play feature. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this build. So overall, for $30, is the set worth it? I mean, you get 3 minifigures, though they are not exclusive. They're still pretty nice to get within this first wave of LEGO Chima. You get a pretty interesting build that kind of reminds me of something I've seen before from LEGO Ninjago. That's really the best way to describe it. And overall, just this theme is not for me. I know I bought this back in the day with the intent of buying more Chima sets, but really it's not a theme for me overall. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below what your thoughts are on the set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!